not these people. Come down. Right, so think about it. Yeah, she did that already. Now I'll come and open the door. Look at it. A steel door here. Right, look at it. So I can do all my thing properly. Clean up my act. Just imagine that. Clean up my act, and then let the police officer. How come if the police officers came? Now come from here. All right. Look at it. I'm just showing you. You can't. There's no how you can come through. But so how come? Now? If they came in the house, they broke down a door and they entered the house. Of course, fast here like that. Because on numerous times we have seen cases like that. Once the police on the premises and they said they ambush you, or But why all this? You seen a big lock there. This everything. So I can clean up myself, clean up my act, hide away my business. Think about it. I'll hide away everything, and then let the police officers. So how come she would bypass all that, open all the steel door, and then still have it in her mouth and do like that? Think about that.
This door it broke when I was outside. They broke the glass of this door and still gonna enter inside.
They have this door too here.
Right, but look at it again. So she had ample time. So why would she ingest stuff? You understand? Why would she do that? And then when you come back here now, I'm just showing you. So I have ample time to clean up myself, clean up my act.
This door, you can't, that is the door.
So know how you could have entered.
No glass break, no around the house.
You understand? Know how you could have entered. Because it's 3 doors. So why now? Because which means that she was never ambushed. She had ample time to clean up.
She had us to remove this lock for them to come in.
Right, and remove this lock. Okay? Remove this lock. Police officers already break up here. Hey, open here. Look at it. Open here. We really shaking at it. So she had to come open this now. Bam, come inside. Took her upstairs. Listen to me. Took her upstairs. Had time to break up the camera wires and whatnot, and then say, ingest that. So think about it. Because she was never ambushed, so she had absolutely no reason to force herself to ingest anything. She could have pushed it anywhere, raise that tile, do so all kind of thing. You understand? If it was just a handful, push it behind the teddy bears, all sort of things. If they were really looking for drugs. And look, there's a next flush toilet here. So how could the media say that this woman made an attempt to flush it down the toilet when?
That 4 flush, that one next one in the
how could the media house say that she had ample, she flushed it down the toilet? She was never, which means to say, ladies and gentlemen, she was never ambushed. You understand? She had ample time to take her stuff, push it in here, raise up something. Remember, this is just a handful, you know. This is a few little things. Push it behind this. Do something. Raise this. Open this. Push it there. All sort of things. She had ample time to push it in her couch, to make sure push it in her ceiling, to make sure push it in her drawer, to make sure push it somewhere behind the fridge, make sure put it in the freezer. She had ample time to do that. Why would she leave the police officer to walk up the stairs and say, I have this, look, oh, tell me. And she was wanted in connection with nothing. But absolutely nothing. It's not like she murdered somebody. Hold on a second. It's not like she murdered somebody, or she sold a gun to somebody, or she just committed a crime and she ran into the house. She had no time. She had ample time to clean up herself. If it is alleged, she really was in possession of that drug. You understand what I'm saying?
Ask anybody about this woman, Mr. Garland. This woman is working hard. Ask anybody in the area.
So you are here with 3 children now and all by yourself, huh?
No drugs, no sell out amount, nothing, no go on here. Ask anybody in the area. I have to see about 5 children now, Mr. Allen. It's 4 children.
Tell me, how long you been living here now?
Over 8 years, about 8 years.
8 years. How many times police officers had you have?
They came in the past, like in the early something, like certain friends I had now. They came a couple times in the early, but for the last 5 years something. Oh, this last
Never
6
found
years.
anything on your premises?
Never.
Where is the drawer with the documents that they took?
It's out in the corridor there.
It's out in the corridor. Very interesting development. Well, we're going to wait for the autopsy, sir, and we're going to really get to...
Where they put from Digomata, just come up here to live.
So you're going to... Wait. So there's a cemetery to the back of your house?
Yeah, right there.
If we can just walk, come. And because very interesting. I saw this... Come this way. So she lives here, but there's a cemetery to the back of
Well, we can pass through here.
Oh, we can pass through here. We're gonna pass through the neighbor yard. All right. So he lives here. This cemetery falls under the Tunapuna Regional Corporation. Yeah.
And I have some land.
Do you think that's painful? I mean, the children having to live here and the mother buried right here?
Mr. Alleyne, I just breaking until the tears done. I crying so much until the tears can't even come out again.
She's gonna be buried right behind her house. Look at it. There's a little cemetery here. Very interesting.
We could have camera system inside.
Okay, so if you could just come across from here.
Look at that, this
All
camera
right.
in the back here.